Well, Maduro and his wife, Cilia Flores, could be arraigned as soon as tomorrow. Right now, the couple is being held at the Metropolitan Detention Center there in Brooklyn, New York. New York City's federal jails have seen their fair share of high-profile inmates. Maduro's status likely means protection from the general population, but could also lead to difficulty in obtaining private counsel. CBS News Miami's Alice Gaynor is just outside of the jail.
Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro will be held here at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. This is a federal facility that once housed detainees like Jeffrey Epstein, Sean Diddy Combs before he was moved to another facility after sentencing, and currently Luigi Mangione is being held here. Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro and his wife will appear in federal court in New York to face various drug and weapons charges like narco-terrorism conspiracy and possession of machine guns.
The illegitimate dictator Maduro was the kingpin of a vast criminal network responsible for trafficking colossal amounts of deadly and illicit drugs into the United States.
Since 2020, Maduro has been a wanted man in the U.S. with a $50 million reward for information leading to his capture.
Nicolas Maduro had his chance, just like Iran had their chance, until they didn't and until he didn't.
President Trump says his capture was carried out by the military's elite Delta Force. The U.S. operation included airstrikes and comes after a pressure campaign, including at least 30 strikes on alleged drug boats, a blockade the U.S. ordered after seizing oil tankers, and U.S. stealth fighter jets flying daily missions from Puerto Rico. There's been a large buildup of military in the Caribbean.
We're going to run the country until such time as we can do a safe, proper, and judicious transition.
Mr. Trump also said the U.S. would tap oil reserves to sell to other nations. Venezuela's vice president is demanding the U.S. free Maduro, calling him the rightful leader. People gathered in the streets of Caracas after the capture, cheering. This man expressed fear. Many feel uncertain. And there are legal questions mounting. Congress was not notified before the attack. Senate Democratic leader Chuck Schumer says the Trump administration is not being straight with Americans. Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez questioned if this was about drugs, why the president pardoned the Honduran president, who had been sentenced to 45 years in a U.S. prison for helping drug traffickers move cocaine through his country to the U.S.
I went to a lot of the people standing behind me, and they felt that that man was persecuted and treated very badly. That's why I gave him a pardon.
Meantime, Republican Congressman Mike Lawler posted on social media calling the arrest, quote, a new dawn and an important step towards ending the deadly flow of drugs into the U.S. and ensuring peace and prosperity for all Venezuelans. Maduro is not expected in federal court before Monday, but we are still awaiting exact confirmation on timing for that court appearance. The UN Security Council is planning an emergency meeting. At the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, Alice Gaynor, CBS News, New York.